This is week 2, and we're doing another meta report straight away. We might not be doing them every single week, but I thought we agreed it's important to do one today for ourselves, really, because things have changed a lot in just a week.
Yeah, so we've had a big change in subscribers. We've tried some new stuff, and had a lot of ideas, so it's definitely worth chatting about.
Yeah, so as I said, we might not be every week, but if there's stuff to actually report, we'll put it in a report, mainly for our own learning later. So I suppose we could start with when we last did a meta report, which was just about a week ago. We had about 5 or 6 subscribers, and then gradually over the course of this past week, we are now ticking up towards 1,000. And that's really interesting. A lot of this was done because of 2 promos that we paid for. Via YouTube, just on the last 2 videos. One was the meta video, and the other one was the Connected Mornings coffee hacking.
But not much. We only spent £20,
which
is $25, I think.
Yeah, I was super cynical, I have to say. I'm still, keeping some cynicism that there might be an aspect of gamification that YouTube is doing itself. So they're getting you to pay, and there might be a bunch of bots which either themselves or other people have set up, and they'll scrap them off later.
Well, I think there could be bots, or it could be just people that subscribe to anything, so YouTube will just know the people that just have a bit of FOMO.
I mean, if you have, and you're real, and you're not a bot, thank you.
Oh yeah,
it's interesting. It's just interesting from this side, because we don't know.
Yeah, so the analytics, there's so much data on YouTube,
love it.
How long people have watched for, geographic location, just so much data that it can draw you in, and then it's easy to get drawn into other videos about how to build a channel. But for us, we kind of come back to the creating side, how to let the ideas flow, the art form really of how we share what inspires us, and the way we talk about things in a kind of an open way. Yeah,
because you want to. The word meta literally means after. So to be after, there's got to be a before. So I don't want to be making too many after videos that don't have a before. So we agreed that after this we're going to make another one that's not about the process, it's actually about ideas.
And this video, we do have stuff to say, and it also will say about what's to come too. So
no, that's a good point. So just trying to work out different iterations of how to try this experiment. One thing has been to keep quite short ideas, and the other one that we haven't tried yet but are interested in trying is having a bit of a longer form, where we take 4 grouped ideas and put them together. So one idea that I wanted to build upon was this series of words. So initially I thought we could make four short videos. Words 1, which is every word can matter. Words 2, the words around you matter. Words 3, the words inside you matter. And 4 words, knowing where the boundaries of words are. And rather than have that as separate videos, we might just do that soon as a whole collection in one go, and see what that does, whether the audience that might be out there enjoy it in that format, and also have time for it in your day, because having half an hour in your day or an hour in your day is a luxury at times. So sometimes I got the feeling that a shorter idea in 4 to 5 minutes has more opportunity of slotting into your day at different times.
Yeah, I mean, I just like things done really neatly sometimes. So it's like when you have a short idea, there's no fluff, you kind of get to the points, but there's a bit of discussion, and you get that passion to come through if the idea interests us. There's a bit of space for that. But yeah, I also like this idea of sitting down and having this longer form chat. We did think about doing a green tea ceremony, an hour-long chat about several topics, and the green tea brings its own energy to that. Not many people are familiar with this, but
highly caffeinated through the process. But
so that's what's to come.
No, it's good. It's been interesting also hearing my own monkey mind views on this, the little inner voice, inner critic, just chatting nonsense. Thankfully, less loud than it used to be in previous years, but it's still there. So at the beginning of the week, it'd be like, I want more subscribers, and then gradually, day by day, like, whoa, this is cool. Whether it's bots or real people, but this is increasing. It's like, oh, good, more subscribers, but why aren't they saying anything? Why aren't there any comments? And there's not many likes. And then invariably, if there are going to be comments, understandable, invariably they're going to be negative comments. So at that point I'm like, oh no, look at what this person said. But it's just interesting to bear that's the impression of that slightly annoying voice I've just put on to demonstrate how annoying these kind of thoughts can be. But it's interesting just to not go with it and just observe it as it is, and just it will find fault or find something that it wants more, irrespective of how good the situation is going.
Yeah, it does feel good to have a solid number of subscribers. It just looks good on the channel as well.
They might be bots though.
But I just don't want it to take away from the flow. The whole process is fascinating to me, and there's a lot more topics to come.
Absolutely. And when we set this up, one of the things we agreed is that even if this is just for ourselves, friends and family, if we can put some of this random stuff down, that at some point maybe ourselves when we're 70 or 80 can watch again and enjoy, or maybe family and friends could get something out of it at some point, even if to have a laugh about it, that's more than enough. Well, I know when something feels good, and I know when things are getting better and improving, and we're getting those little moments, and they're coming more often, where that is well said, that has been put together well, that idea has been we've expanded on that idea in a nice way, so I'm seeing those moments, so happy. But another thing of interest of learning, I have been very, very boundaried about social media use until now, and in the past month or two. So we started making these videos, and we've got a collection of them since April 2025. It's now kind of middle of June 2025, and my screen time has gone up hugely. Hugely. And YouTube is obviously, as you know, so expert in giving you exactly what you're likely to click on.
And as I was saying before, though, there's so many great creators in the world. Small creators too, just telling a story, and it's just on my wavelength. Just to be exposed to that draws me in, and my screen time on my YouTube usage is very, very high.
Mine wasn't, but it is exponentially going up. So I've just got to be quite mindful about it, that I'm going to try and put parts in my day where my phone is either off, away, or doing some just not accessible as an option to. So I get to choose, and let's see if that works.
And briefly, let's go into the process. So we are making a video, and then we're cutting it down to a short, and there's a great value in that, looking through the whole video and picking out the bits that I would say dopamine hits.
We'll make a video about that at a different point. We've already had a bit of disagreement about this beforehand, but it's an oversimplification. Dopamine is also used in lots of other things. It's not just in the feel-good moment of reward and motivation. It stops lactation, stops breast milk from being produced. It's important in just combining smooth movement. So it's a bit of a bugbear of mine whenever that word's overused. But we know what it's used for in common parlance.
And I'm here for that conversation because I want to learn about that.
Okay.
But people will know what I mean by that kind of the moments that draw you in, that are like aha moments. And so we'll go for the whole video, and we might find there's not as many as we thought, or they were different to what we thought when we planned it. So to do that, where you go through the whole video, condense it down to a minute, maybe 3 minutes tops for YouTube Shorts, is an amazing feedback process. We'll take those, clip them down, and then we'll see what works. And then when we make the next video, we'll take in all the learnings and put that in, and ideally make the next video within a week, or as soon as possible after doing that, because it'll be fresh in our minds what to do.
And also the process itself has changed quite a lot. So there's this, initially we thought we've got a general idea, and often, so for example, we either come with an idea but not tell the other person. So if there's bits where Chris is looking, staring deeply into the distance, is because I've just surprised him with something in the earlier videos. That's good because it's got its own spontaneity. But in terms of the attention spans, we do need to cater for your attention spans. You've got so many possible videos to watch. You can't. Watching us and ah a bit for the first 30 seconds is going to be understandably a turn off. So, and you'll switch to something a bit more signal to noise ratio is better in the other ones.
Yeah.
So to cut down that and get more signal to the noise and reduce the ums and the ahs, we decided to be a little, not scripted, not the whole thing scripted, but just not fully spontaneous.
Yeah.
And instead just to bullet point out 2 or 3 things, have a quick pre-chat about it.
Yeah.
No more scripting that, and then go straight into it.
Yeah.
Which is what we did with this, as we're doing right now.
Yeah. So one of us will be inspired about a topic. We sit down, have this pre-chat, and then magic happens, but we don't go into it too much. And so hopefully we bring some of that into the video, a bit of that spontaneity.
Yeah. But without utter shock and like, oh, I wasn't expecting that question at all. Let me clamber for something.
Yeah.